this. There we go. Boom. Now we're recording. Okay, so you couldn't figure out how to upload it? Okay.
I got partway through, like after I went through like the first step of my blueprint, then I was like, oh crap, what do I do now?
Yeah.
And I tried to like lamely do the second step and it was so lame. And then I was just like, oh crap, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was
what I'm going to help you do right now, before we dive into each people's stuff, I'm going to have you sell a water bottle.
okay.
And the format is like anything. Okay, so I want you to get used to just selling things because it's communication. Even if you're not into selling, even if you're not going to sell stuff in the future, when you're working on someone, you are selling them on themselves.
Right.
When you're helping them come up with a statement, you're selling them. That is a sale. Because if they don't believe it, that's all sales is helping someone find the belief inside to act, to change, to commit. So selling is really communicating in a way to help people do what they already want to do. That's selling. So when I'm helping someone transform, my goal is to communicate the message, help them see what they want, help them identify the problem, present a really good opportunity for them, and give them a way to do it. Okay? So today we're just going to do like a 3-minute run through of how to sell anything. And then I'm going to take you guys through some personal breakthrough stuff. And then I'd like for you to try to do and post your sale for your own stuff, okay, on the Facebook group. So let's say I want to sell this pen, okay? So it's just an ordinary pen. But if I want to sell it, here's how I would do it. Let's say my goal is to sell this. You can pick any item that you want to do, okay? So, all right. Thanks, guys, for joining me today. I'm super excited to be here. Now, how many of you love to take notes and retain and remember your notes by show of hand? Yeah? A couple of you? Okay, cool, good. That's good to know. I do too. So the cool thing about notes, the big problem I see about notes is sometimes when we use pens or pencils, they stop working. And you could be in the moment of like inspiration and someone's talking really fast and the pen just stops and it doesn't actually work. And then you are behind and then you're trying to think, what is this person saying? And then you lose track of everything and then you're behind and you're like, and you're done. Anybody ever experienced that where you're taking notes and the person goes too fast and you lose the spot and it's like, oh man, because of a dumb pen that ran out of ink, and then you're behind. It's frustrating. And because of that, we lose out on a lot of opportunity to grow and actually retain information. So I want to share with you a way where you can improve your retention, and not only improve your retention, but improve your memory, okay? So is that cool? How many in here would love to have a better memory and retain the things that you get? Yeah? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. So what I've created is this big pen. And what it is an amazing pen that when you're writing, I've actually created a little extra bonus that I'm gonna give with you with this, but this pen, as you're writing with the intention, this pen has been infused with the power of intention so that when I actually write something out, instead of thinking of trying to capture it all, what it is, it's called an intention writing. And what you do is as you're writing with this pen, you only write down what you are inspired to write, nothing else. So you're in a present moment. And this pen is special. You could try to do this with other pens. Sure, it would work. But what I want to do with you is I'd love to give you an actual mini class with this pen, with the purchase of this pen, that will show you steps A to Z, how to tap into inspiration as you're learning. So when someone's teaching in an hour, instead of trying to jot down everything and your ink runs out, you can use this pen and the training that I'm going to gift you with it to learn, retain, and keep maintaining the result that you want. So by the time you're done, you will be able to write less and retain more. How many would be interested in learning how to do that trick? By show of hand. Yeah? Cool. Well, you can get an average pen out there for $1 or $2 or less. What I'm going to do for you is for $5, I'm going to give you this pen, and as a bonus, I'm going to give you the 30-minute training to teach you how to use the pen to write only inspiration so that you can get the inspiration and save ink, save time, and master your memory for any training you go through. Cool? So for the first 5 people who do that, I'm not only going to give you the pen and the 30-minute training, but I will actually show you, I did it myself, where I was taking a class, and it shows, it's like a 10-minute class that I went through, and I took notes on it, and I show you exactly the notes that I took so that it gives you a prime example of how powerful this process works. So instead of having to write down word for word, you can write down portions and inspiration so that you will actually retain it 10 times more. When you look at your notes, it doesn't matter that you remember what the person said, but it matters how you felt and what inspiration was flowing while they were speaking. So I'll give you that as to the first 5 people who sign up, I'll give you that additional bonus so that you can get that results as well. Cool? So what you need to do is you need to click the link below, and if you'd like to get the pen, it's a super awesome pen, and you'll get the bonus for the 30-minute training on how to actually tap into inspiration and make it succinct and retain more. And for the first 5 who sign up, I will gift you the training, the bonus example of me going through it to show you exactly how it's done so that you can do it time and time again. This is going to save you hundreds of hours in the future, lots of ink, and it's going to save you a ton of brain space. So if you're interested, be one of the first 5, click the link below. It's only $5, and we'll see you soon. Okay? So what did I do? I just sold a pen for $5. But what did I really sell?
Training.
What?
I would say the training.
It was the added
Sold
value.
itself.
What's that?
Yeah. You sold yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could have
that's true.
sold that training for $50 and it would have been still awesome. Because if I would have framed it that way, it'd been like, whoa! And it would have been for a pen. But it's what did the pen do? And the bonuses and the things that it contributed. And it's like, oh my goodness, this is an amazing offer. So an offer is really helping people. What did I do? I identified problems, presented a solution, and added different bonuses to add more value and provide even more solutions for problems that they have. Okay? So I have to find a problem, solve that problem, then I find another problem, solve that problem with another product, solve that problem with another product, and now I have an irresistible offer. So when you think about offering something, you want it to feel irresistible. Kind of like when you're coming up with a statement. It should feel really like juicy, like, I want to do that statement. I want to align to that statement. That's how it should feel. When you present your offer, like this is how I think about my offers. When I do my offers, I'm like the first one that wants to get up and go buy my own thing because it's that cool. I'm like, dude, this is amazing. I'm giving you like $50,000 worth of stuff for $500 or for $5,000. And then I'm like pulling out my wallet and I'm like, oh yeah, wait, this is my own thing. Oh yeah, never mind. And so it should feel that motivating, that exciting, that you would be your first buyer because it is so cool. It is so amazing. And that's how it should feel. It should feel exciting. It should feel like, wow, this is great. Like, whoever doesn't do this is crazy. That's how it should feel. Is that kind of making sense?
Uh-huh.
Same concept when you're talking to someone to help them come up with a solution. It should feel like, wow, that was a really good statement. That is going to rock your world. I'm going to go align to that statement now because it was so awesome. Like, that's how it should feel. You should sell yourself on the thing that you're doing. in the product that you're selling. And it should be irresistible. Okay? Is this helping?
Uh-huh.
So you could sell anything. You could sell a pen, you could sell a phone, you could sell an AHT training, you could sell an AHT session, you could sell anything. You could sell your one-on-one coaching, you could sell next steps, and it should feel really good. It should feel like you're just like, yes, this is so juicy, so yummy. Okay? Annalyn and Vicky, I want the training. Yeah, I want the pen. Cool. I don't actually have that, but as I was doing it, I was like, hey, that would be really powerful. You know, I've actually done trainings where it teaches you about how to take notes. Because I used to be one of those meticulous note takers, like all the time, until I learned about inspirational note taking, and it really changed how I do stuff. In college, I was a meticulous note taker, and it didn't help much. It was I have to read it 700 times over and over and over. So yeah. I've come a long way from my study times. Cool. Questions on the offer? Vicky.
I was just thinking, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the gentleman said, unless you're a really good note reviewer, don't even bother to take the notes in the first place. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. I think it's because we were just trained, most of us growing up, to take notes all the time and write stuff, which we're in a different age today. It's not about the information as much as it is about application and transformation.
Right.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, thanks, Vicky. Okay, cool. So I want you guys to sell something. Okay, just practice, sell random object, and just have fun with this. Just make it up. Just stumble, fumble. Don't I wasn't even trying to make it perfect, and it doesn't have to be near as good as mine. Just throw it out there. Say, here, I'm going to sell a cell phone, and then think about 3 bonuses you could add to make that thing really valuable. Or water, think about how you can make that extra valuable and add on value, and then sell it. Okay? So what I'm looking for are problems being hit that are real problems that resonate with people. That's really important as a practitioner, to understand the problems people are going through. So sales will make you a better practitioner. It will. So when you are doing this, hit on the problems, hit on the solutions, and then hit on the products that provide those solutions. And then tell us about the value, share the price, call us to action. Okay? So you can put it in any order. I just want to see something to where it's motivational, it's fun, have fun with it, play with it, totally goof off, make it silly, whatever you want. This should be a fun time to do. And then after that, I'm going to help each of you individually and come up with some stuff that you need to work on yourselves. Okay? So who would like to go first?
Tyler, would you please repeat that? I actually had just got a message from Amber, and I guess her little girl fell again. So
Bummer.
So could you go over that? Anyway, it knocked me off the internet.
Yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to sell something. And what I want to hear from it is, number 1, I want you to have fun. So make it lighthearted, make it fun. Number 2, I want to hear the problems that it solved, the real problems. Okay. So with my pen, what were the problems that I addressed?
Taking notes, memory.
Taking notes, memory. What else?
Running out of ink.
Running out of ink. Yep. So that was the big ones, not retaining, taking too long to take notes, falling behind. Those are problems that people face when studying. Okay. So hit on the problems, then talk about solutions. You could create something that doesn't even exist to solve it. It's fine. Like my incredibly awesome pen, I could have invented that it kept something extraordinary and did, I don't know, whatever. And make it up, whatever. And then add on some bonuses to make sure all those problems are solved. And then talk about value. Tell the price. Tell us how to buy. Okay?
I'm going to sell you this glass.
Perfect. Go for it. So Alan's going to go. Ready and begin.
Hey guys, I'm so excited for you to be here today. I have a really awesome offer for you today that I know you are just going to love. So how many of you, what I'm going to sell you today is this glass. Looks like a pretty normal, ordinary glass. You could probably go grab one at Target for $5 or something. Probably $1 actually. But this glass is special because this glass, how many of you have ever drunk water that like was contaminated or that had like fluoride and stuff in it that you didn't like? Well, this glass is a water purifying glass. Everybody tell me, wait a minute, I probably should have said, how many of you have ever been afraid of just drinking water straight out of the tap? How many of you like to drink purified water? Raise your hand if you like that. Okay. So this is a special glass because this glass actually purifies your water for you. All you do is you pour it in there and the water becomes purified. Now, I don't know what to do after that point. I get lost.
Good. So keep going. So talk about some of the features or the benefits and then add on a bonus or two and be like, hey, here's the normal price on this. Here's why it works. Describe it a little bit and then call us to action.
Okay. So the benefits of this is that you can take this glass and put it, let's say at work with you next to your desk, and you can go fill your water up at the water cooler at work and not have to worry that you're going to get anything nasty in your water. It'll be 100% pure and clean. And besides that feature, this glass has been infused with love and courage and all kinds of other wonderful, beautiful things to raise your vibration as you drink the water. So how many of you would be interested in that? I don't know what to do.
Good. So instead of saying just that, how many of you would be interested if every time you drank water, talk about benefits, it gave you more energy, it fueled you, it helped you feel more inspired. So see how it's not just about the product, you're selling the benefits.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
I'm so glad we're practicing.
Go again. Yeah, just keep going where you're going. Just repeat the things that I did.
Okay, so how many of you would love to know that every time you took a drink of water, you were feeling more energized, feeling more courage, feeling more love, feeling more in your own power? How many of you think that that would be a great thing if you could get that every time you took a drink of water out of this glass?
Cool. Now hit on a problem even deeper, like when people drink poor water over the course of a year, what could happen and what would it cost them?
Okay, so let's talk about what would happen if you drank water that was not pure over the course of a year. What are some of the problems that could happen if that was the kind of water that you were drinking for a whole year? Don't you think that you might get, you would probably get some heavy metal buildup in your body? You probably get some chemicals in your body, maybe some unwanted like Roundup weed killer type stuff in your body.
Talk about why that's bad.
Why is that bad?
Because here's the thing. You could say, hey, you could get poisons or toxins in your body. But what's the actual problem? The problem is you're going to feel you're not going to have energy. It's going to throw off your work habits. You're going to not be present for your family. It's going to wear you out. You're going to wonder why you're sick and tired all the time and you can't be present for your kids. So see how I'm actually hitting a real problem for people versus you're going to have toxic metals in your body.
Who cares?
That's the scientific problem, but the actual problem we are conquering or wanting to get rid of is, man, I just feel really tired and I can't even focus when my kids are talking to me. That's the real problem, right? The real benefit isn't just you won't have toxins in your body. It's you're going to have more energy so that you can spend the time with your kids and be present for them.
Cool.
See how that means so much more? Now it's like, wow, that cup of water is so much more valuable because we're tying all of those benefits to that cup, which is really powerful. It makes us want to drink out of that cup.
Cool.
Go for it again. You're doing good. Give Adeline a round of applause, virtual round of applause boost here. She's doing great. Okay, go for it again. Just a little bit more on the problem and solutions or benefits.
Okay, so you just want me to like copy what you were just doing?
Yeah, just in your own words.
What would happen to you if over the course of a year you drank water that wasn't pure? All those toxins and things that would build up in your body, you might wonder, like, why am I so tired all the time? Why can't I concentrate at work? When I'm home with my family, how come I just feel grumpy and out of sorts and I can't really pay attention to what my kids need? Well, then I don't know where to go.
What's the solution?
So the solution is buy this cup and drink all your water out of this cup. And then you won't have to worry then you can be more present for your kids and you can concentrate at work and you can feel more healthy and more energized all the time.
Good. Talk about how much it is and tell us how to buy it.
Okay, so normally I would sell you this cup for $50, but for the first 5 people that put in the comment below that they would like to have this cup, I will reduce it to $10. And I will also add on this handy little ebook that I have made for you guys, that I've created for you, that talks about other ways that you can, no, actually, here's a good idea. It will explain to you how I made this cup so that you can make your own. And you could maybe even sell them. How many of you would like to make a few extra bucks by being able to sell these cups to your friends and family and have the peace of mind to know that your friends and family are also going to feel energized and present and be there for their families too? Does that sound good? Give me a thumbs up if that sounds good. Yeah? All right, excellent. So not only will you get the cup for, what did I say, $25 or $10?
50.
I don't know.
No, she said 10.
Yeah, that was the markdown.
You will get my free booklet that shows you how to make your own cup. And just because you guys have been so cool today, I am also going to give you a video that will actually show you step by step how to do that process.
Tell us what to do again. Call to action.
So if you would like to have this glass and the, what else did I say? Like the ebook that shows you how to make your own and the video showing how I made this one, then all you have to do is put your name in the box below. First 5 people get this whole deal, all 3 things, the glass, the book, and the video for only $10. So just put your comment in the box below.
Very good. Round of applause. Awesome job. Very good. Yeah, well done. So a couple words to be aware of. Avoid using the word "what I'm selling you." Okay, it triggers people unless you intend to do it on purpose. Because sometimes I do that.
No idea I even said that. I'm glad you
It was
mentioned.
in the beginning. Hey, what I'm selling you today is. So avoid saying selling. Also, when you're offering something, when you're reducing price, saying reduced price almost devalues the thing. So the words you want to use is, so this special deal. Instead of saying, hey, so this reduced price or this reduced deal I'm giving you, because it's reduction is just not a very powerful word, but saying, hey, so I'm actually going to give you a special. Instead of paying 50, it's 10. Okay, because special, people want to feel more special than reduced. People don't like feeling reduced. So because words have a lot of power, as you guys know, doing this. So what you say can make a big difference with people. So reduce, special, and then sell. It's better to say offer, like, hey, I've got this amazing offer or opportunity for you. Okay, those are good words to use. And then call to action, yeah, great. Click below, sign up. First 5 people will get these XYZs, or only for 1 hour. So the limitation can be time, or it can be number of people. Okay, or it could be a deal for a certain amount of time, right?
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, well done. Okay, who's next?
Sell my cup. Can you see my cup?
Yep. Pam, all right, go for it.
This is, have you ever wanted to be able to feel calm every time you took a drink of water? Would that be useful for people, do you think? You could just drink out of this cup and just calm right down. That work for you guys? No? Yes? Okay, good. Because that's what this cup will do for you. See the words, keep calm and carry on? Well, here's the thing. Every time you use this cup and you see these words, it's going to register in your brain and your body's just going to calm right down. So this is really, really an awesome cup. I use it for myself all the time and it's just awesome. So usually I sell this for $100. That's how valuable it is. But today I'm offering a deal where you can get it for 50% off for $50. If you sign up for it, I've only got 10 of them. So if you sign up for it now and you get one of the next 10, I'll ship it right out today for you for only $50. Does that sound like something that would be useful to you guys?
Does it include shipping?
It includes shipping. It's free shipping, 2-day shipping. You'll have it in 2 days. But I've only got 10 of them. So you got to do it now before they run out. But I'm telling you, I use this cup every day. And every time I see these words, it's like my brain goes, ah, and everything in my body just calms right down. It's really the best thing I've ever bought.
Okay, virtual round of applause. All right, so Pam, I would love to understand the problem more. So you said you went right into the solution, right? So we need to understand the problem. So you got to hit on the problem and help us see why that would be a $50 problem. The other piece is our thoughts were, well, why not just go put words on a cup that say stay calm or go buy another cup that says stay calm? What makes yours so different that stands out versus going and paying, you know, a couple dollars for a cup, right? So there's a couple ways you can do this. One is hit harder on the problem. So it's like, hey, have you ever felt like uneasy, anxious in your life? You felt worried or frustrated or flustered? Anybody ever experienced that? Like, make it real to people. And then go, what if there was a way that every time throughout the day, multiple times a day, by what you drank, it would reduce the stress, help you energize yourself, and help you be in a place of peace and calm. How many would be interested in learning something about that? See how it's like leading them into it, and be okay pausing and waiting for people to answer, okay? Because if we go too fast, we're just trying to say things, which then it doesn't land, and then people are like, oh, I'm confused. What's really going on? And confusion doesn't sell. Confusion confuses. So as you're doing it, hit on the problem, then the solution, make it to where if the cup is going to solve that, talk about how you didn't, why is it special, different than other cups that might have the same words. And then add in a bonus or two to even amp that up. Maybe it's like, hey, you have this platform that the cup sits on that charges and infuses those things so that any water that goes in immediately changes the frequency so that every time you drink, you are literally drinking the frequency of calm. See how that would like totally amp up the value where it'd be worth $50? Okay? Okay, go for it again and hit the problem and then share the solutions a little bit more.
Okay. So you guys, do you ever struggle with being anxious throughout the day, a little stressed, that kind of thing? Things just come up and, you know, I know I you know, at work, I get all wound up because of my boss, or I get stressed out or something happens. Would you like to have something that can immediately calm you right down throughout the day? Would that be helpful for you? Yeah.
So Pam, on that, let the problem seep in. So when you're saying, let them answer before you present the solution. So when you say, okay, you're talking to the people, right? So you want to watch them and say, have you ever been frustrated? And not just kind of frustrated, but like, have you ever been frustrated or burnt out at the end of the day? You've been working your butt off. How many have experienced burnout where you're just too tired to do anything else? See how we like sunk on just that one thing? If we go too fast, people just kind of say, oh yeah, maybe, but it's not real to them. And to sell something, you've got to either acknowledge the hell that they're in or acknowledge the heaven they want to be in. And to acknowledge it, you have to have enough time to see it and feel it and experience it. Okay? So just practice that real fast of like, just one thing. Just focus on one problem, like overwhelm. And make sure that hits, that everybody acknowledges, and then it's like, wow, that overwhelm does suck. And talk about how overwhelm sucks and let us buy into it.
You want me to do it again?
Yeah, just from the problem point. So just sell us on one problem.
Okay. So have you ever just felt totally overwhelmed and you just couldn't move forward? You were just stuck in the overwhelm. Has that ever happened to you guys? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Would it be helpful to have something that really quickly could help you get out of that state so that you could move forward easily? Is that something that would be helpful to you guys? So that's the problem. I was going to get into selling, but you said just to do the problem.
Cool. Now keep going. Yeah, you're doing good.
Okay. So that would be helpful to you guys if you had something that could get you out of the overwhelm and move you forward, and so you could function better. Is that something that would be helpful to you guys? Yeah? Okay. So I have this really awesome cup, and see the words on it, keep calm and carry on. If you use this cup throughout the day and you read those words every time you drink out of it, you're overwhelmed. Well, you won't get overwhelmed. The overwhelm will just never happen because your body will be calming down with everything that happens, every stressful thing that might happen. These drinking out of this cup and reading these words is going to make it so your body just goes through it, walks right through it. The overwhelm doesn't happen. You're calm. You're not stressed. Is that something that would be helpful? You think? Yeah? Okay. So I use this cup myself, and I can tell you, it works great. I used to get so wound up all day and so overwhelmed, and now since I've started drinking this, my day is fine. I get home at the end of the day, and I'm full of energy, not stressed, and it's great. And it's all because of this cup and these words on the cup. So what I'm doing is I'm offering a special deal today. It's usually $100 because that's how special it is. But for today, I only have 10 of them. And the other thing I'm adding, the reason this is so special is because it's got a charger. And the charger that heats up the cup changes the frequency of what you're drinking out of it. And that's what keeps you calm. So it's a package deal, but it works great. And you'll never be overwhelmed again as long as you use the cup and the charger. Does that sound like something that would be helpful?
Cool. So instead of saying, does that sound like something else, expect that it is helpful. So say, how many would love to stop being overwhelmed? Right?
How many would love to stop the overwhelm and just be done with it?
There you go. Good.
Okay.
Very good. And then tell us how to buy.
So if you click on the link, we can send it right out to you. It'll go out in the mail today, but you got to click today because I've only got 10 of them at this special price. And we will mail it right out, free shipping, and you'll have it in a couple of days. How does that sound?
Good. Round of applause. Way to go, Pam. Very good. Okay. Well done. Good job. And did you guys notice the difference when you focus on like one problem and pause on it and like really make it real to somebody versus being kind of vague and speeding up too fast? It makes a difference. So those of you who are going next, Annalyn and Pam had it the worst because now it's Vicky and Jody's practicing time. So who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay, go for it.
how many of you know or recognize that water is really important to your health? But water is not always easy to drink and get excited about, right? You see it on the grocery store shelf and you can get it out of the tap, but there's special kinds of water out there. And I'm going to show you one. This particular water, Fiji water, is a special water in that it has minerals, and it's actually in some cases considered a medicine to help you with your health and your wellness. And it has selenium in it, and selenium is a huge help to your health, to your wellness. But I have a secret that can even help you more with your health. And primarily, this secret has to do with allergies. How many of you suffer with allergies? Anybody here suffer with allergies, food allergies, environmental allergies? Nobody? Annalyn? A little bit? Okay, well, this particular water is treated with frequency with my software. And this software infuses the frequencies to help you so that you don't have a reaction to all those food sensitivities or environmental sensitivities. So when you drink the water, it's helping to solve your health problems when it comes to allergies or food sensitivities. And doesn't that sound amazing? This product is not an ordinary water because it's being infused with frequencies that are specific for you. And we figure out which frequencies are the right frequencies for you. We bottle it and we mail it to you. And this product, and just on its own, this is a $200 item because we do individual analysis of you, your health, and we infuse this correct frequencies in this water for you, and we send it to you. So this is a $200 opportunity for you. And as a bonus, you will get a manual on how important water is to your health, to your wellness, and how just plain water can actually resolve a lot of health problems, everything from pain to headaches and being able to think better. And as a even more, even another special that we have with this today is we're offering Annalyn's special glass to go with this offer. So we are going to partner with our glass company today. And so you're going to get this special water with frequencies just for you, a pamphlet on how water is solves so many health problems, and the special glass from Annalyn. And we will ship this out this week for those that respond within the next 10 minutes. And for that special, we will mark the price down to $150, but you have to respond today.
Okay, round of applause. Okay, cool. Well done. So here's a couple of suggestions, okay? Well done. Good job having fun with this, guys. This has been fun. Hopefully you're having fun with it.
Well, I really do have a machine that does that.
Yeah, that'd be really powerful. So here's what I would hit on more. Like Pam, I would hit on the problem more. So just by saying allergies, but what's the problem? Make it real. So here's how I would do it. I would say, have you ever been going through the day and you're out with your family and all of a sudden your eyes start to swell and you can't be outside anymore because of your allergies? Anyone experience that where your allergies just literally like take you out of the game? You can't enjoy nature. You can't be outside even. Anyone experience that by show of hand? Yeah. Or maybe you're eating out and you have to order that extra thing without gluten or without this other substance because of your food allergies. Anyone ever experience food allergies where you eat something and you have a reaction, or you feel bloated, or you feel tired, and it literally wastes time, wastes energy that you could be spending working or being with your family, Anyone ever had any of those allergies occur by eating foods, by show of hand? Yeah. And a lot of times we just acknowledge those as normal things. We don't think there's a solution. So we just think, well, I've just got to cope with it. But what if I shared with you a way that you could kick those things, you could get back hours of your life, save tons of feelings inside of feeling awkward or weird. You could actually be more confident going outside. You could eat the things that you desired, and you could spend time with the people that you loved, regardless what they're eating or where they're spending time out. How many would love to have that kind of experience? By show of hand. Yeah. So see what I did right there? And it became more real, right? And I wanted to show them why it was a problem. Okay? Does that make sense, Jody?
Yeah.
So, and when I acknowledge people, I tell them how. So instead of saying, hey, anybody, I say, by show of hand, and I do it with them. So how many have had that? Or put in the comments right now if you've had that. So see how I'm telling people, and it makes it very easy for them to answer and work. Otherwise, there's that weird feeling of disconnect. And then they're like, oh man, she's talking down to me because I didn't answer. So now I'm just going to answer, even though I might lie to her. I'm just going to answer so I don't feel bad. So you want to make sure that you train when you're talking to people, that you tell them how to respond, because that's really important. Okay, and you're teaching and you're training and selling and everything. So other than that, hit on the problem. The other thing would be to, at the end, what this isn't necessary, but it's a really good phrase to add if you're selling something or if you're helping somebody see something. So let me ask you this. So let's say the value's there, you're sharing the value. If you could change just one food allergy in your life, let's say you had a food allergy to gluten or soy or lactose. If you could change one food allergy and be able to eat that food without feeling bloated, without getting tired, without being irritable around your loved ones, would it be worth $150 to you? It would, wouldn't it? So that sets it up so that it ties the value to the thing. So it's like, now it's really real. Okay, so the phrase is, if you could just do this one thing, would it be worth it? If you could just have that one thing, would it be worth it? If you could if you could just have an extra hour of energy in the day to go spend time with family, be more productive in your business, would it be worth $150 to have that back in your life? It would, wouldn't it? And the it would, wouldn't it, helps diffuse the objection that it wouldn't, and helps validate that it would. So it would, wouldn't it? So that little phrase there can help as well. Help people get out of their reactivity. Okay? Very good. The other piece that I would say is when you're repeating, good job repeating what you're giving them. So it's like, hey, I'm going to give you this infused bottle. Talk about the value of it. So I'm going to give you this infused bottle of water. The value there is over $300. And you're going to get the special aniline cup, which value on that's $50. And you're going to get the whatever the other thing was. What was it? Some PDF or some training or something. A training on how to do it, which is the value of $30. So total value of over $380 for $150 for those of you who want to grab that. So if you would like to, and then I repeat back the benefits. If you would like to be able to switch an allergy, take back your energy. See how I'm focused on the benefits, not the actual product. If you would like to have more energy in your life, click the link below, grab the product today. Grab your cup today, or grab your infused extra special water thing today. Okay? Is this helping, guys, go through this to see how you can really frame it well?
Yeah, I need to practice it some more.
Oh, yeah, totally. And a really good one to study on, if you want to review some people's ads that are really good. Go look up the Harmon brothers and look at all their ads. So you could go to Harmon Brothers. They use a lot of humor in their ads. So they do the one with like the unicorn poop, and it's the squatty potty. They do squatty potty. They do poopery. They've sold tons of products. Purple mattress. They do that one. So how they frame their ad is actually very similar. They hit the problem, talk about the solution, talk about a scientific benefit, then they go into a funny little thing, and then they do a call to action, and then they go back into testimonials, and then they go back and sell it, and then they go a call to action, and then they end with testimonials or little reel and call to action, call to action. You won't even notice that framework because it's so funny. But
Are they on YouTube?
Every single ad they do. The best way to find their ads is actually, I think, on Facebook. You can see which ones they're running. You can go to, and this you can do. Let me share my screen and see if I can do this for you. So if you want to study people's stuff, let's see, Facebook. Harmon, oops, that's not it. There we go. Harmon Brothers. Okay, so they're an advertising agency, and maybe if you go to their page, there's a place, sometimes Facebook changes it, but there should be a place where it says, well, actually they have them right here a lot. So from poop to gold, sometimes they have their stuff here. Purple mattress has one. Let's see, usually there's a place called page transparency, but they change it all the time.
Yeah, I was on a call where they were showing you how to do this the other day, and it's like,
Here it is, page transparency. See more? So this is where you can actually see all the ads that people run. So this one's not doing any, so we can see if they have any in their library. But you have to try different pages. So, here you go. Really good ads right here. So here's some ads that they were running in the past.
wait, how did you get there?
So any page that you want, like Tony Robbins, you could look at his ads. Harmon Brothers, they're a good one to follow. You can go to their ads by going to the page and looking at page transparency. So on your browser, it should be on the right side. You scroll all the way down to the last part, and then it's up a little bit right here. Page transparency. See more. And then they're not running any ads. So if it says they're not running ads, if it shows that they're running ads, it'll have all their ads, and you can click it and watch it. Or you can go to Ad Library for any that they've stored, and then they have ads. So you could click it.
Stuck inside for at least 2 weeks. It's time to get some good marketing skills. Your product plus the perfect video template equals scalable sales for your business.
So problem right up front. Stuck inside. Did you guys hear that?
A little bit stuck inside something.
Stuck inside for 2 weeks. That's the problem. So then right into the solution, and it goes into it.
We made all these things happen. And our 14-day script writing challenge is the perfect tool for you to plug it.
I've actually done their 14-day challenge. Really, really cool. Helped me frame a lot of my stuff. So really, it's like $100 or $200. Really good. It'll help you really get clear on your product. Other stuff.
14 days, put that time to good use and sharpen your marketing skills.
Same product, different ad.
Stuck inside for 14 days, we've got the challenge for you.
Same product, different ad.
Stuck inside for 14 days, that's all we need to help you write an ad.
Same different ad for the same product, right? And you can look up like purple mattress ad. Here it
I
is.
love that one.
So you can look at their ad. So if you watch this, though, the framework is they're selling something.
What's a super easy way to tell that your bed is awful? The raw egg test.
Problem. That is awful. Right? Now, with theirs, they're selling a product. So it's a lot easier when you're selling a tangible product. We're selling a service. So it's a little bit more complex. But you still need to be very succinct when you're selling a service as well, okay? So your service, you need to hit on that problem, like, are you feeling overwhelmed and tired, right? Boom. Now to give you an idea, that to make one of those that good is like over $100,000 to do. So it's like 50 to 100 grand plus to do just a 3-minute video like that, 4-minute video. So thankfully, we don't have to do it that good, but you need the framework when you're selling, right? And whether you're doing an ad, whether you're doing an offer, whether you're helping people learn the technique, you've got to frame it all the time like an offer. Problem, solution, benefit. Problem, solution, benefit. Here's how, the tool. Problem, benefit, solution, tool. Right? So you just got to get used to that format because that is how you communicate and help people move and help people change. When you're enrolling your children into doing something, hey, I see that the problem is that you didn't take out the trash. And that causes a problem because you committed to do it, and I noticed that you didn't do it. So that's not keeping your promise, right? When you don't keep your promise, it can make you feel not very good. It'll make you lie in other areas of your life. And one day you might just not know really who you are. So see how I like took that problem really extreme, like whoosh. So something simple as not taking out the trash because you said you would, I could make it a really hard problem because I want them to get enrolled in their commitment. So I say, hey, so I get it. Sometimes we make a mistake, but here's the thing. Like, I would love it. Like, do you want to be able to be honest and feel good about yourself and have a happy life? You do, don't you? So instead of promising and committing and trying to get me to remind you, wouldn't it be better that you could feel good about this and be in charge so that you could have more confidence? You could go play more. You could have the thing. See how I'm like focusing on what they want? You could go play more. You could watch more TV. You could do this. It would be wise to do your chores quickly so that you could go have more time to do that, right? It would, wouldn't it? So see how I just framed it? And then, so then you could do the call to action, right? So the offer. So then I could say, okay, so diffuse objections. So I know you didn't do it in the past. I know it's kind of hard to remember. So what can you do to remember next time? Set yourself a reminder, do this, do that, do that. Awesome. And here's what I'll do for you. Bonuses. If you can show your commitment and keep your word, I'll tell you what. I'll give you an extra 30 minutes of your time on TV or this or this or that. Cool? So we game, deal, you're back recommitted. Awesome. High five, boom. Now they're going to do their stuff. So you do this with like, if you do it well, you can do it with anybody and helping them move forward, helping them commit, helping them remember who they are, helping them keep commitments. Like I used to be a missionary for my church and that's all I did was like help people commit to stuff. All I did was sell them on themselves and sell them on the thing that I was doing. But if I wasn't good at that, then it sucked. And I wasn't at first. I was horrible. But as I learned how to communicate, I could see where people wanted to go, help them fill that vision, talk about their problems, diffuse objections, help them commit, help add on bonuses of how it's going to promises or blessings, why it's going to be great. And then now they can go do the thing because they're enrolled in it. This framework's everywhere in life. Anytime you do something, it's everywhere. Okay? So we get caught up in sales because of our negative definition, but sales is communication. Sales is commitment. Sales is helping people do what they're already doing just more effectively. Is this helping, guys?
Yeah.
Cool. Vicky, you're up.
I have no idea what to sell. I'm just sitting here all evening long. What can I sell? What can I sell? Looking around my room.
They're all the same thing everybody else sold. They're all doing something very
water.
similar.
A water bottle? No.
Sure. Yeah.
A water bottle.
I know. Isn't that cute?
Yeah. Sell the water bottle.
No. Have you guys ever been at an event and you're looking around and you wish you had something that you could put some water in to drink? How many of you have ever been in that situation? Raise your hand for me, please. Okay. So if you have this trusty water bottle with you, then you can always have it full of water and you'll not have that problem. So, and this water bottle is awesome because right here it flips it and then the lid opens up and you can drink out of it. You don't have to worry about it spilling if you close the lid, if you happen to tip it over. It's a really cool water bottle, and it's also got this cover over it because this is a glass water bottle. And glass water bottles are awesome because it doesn't taste like plastic or other things like that. It helps keep the water more pure. How many of you think that you would love to have a water bottle like this with this cool cover? It doesn't have to be pink. We could put a different cover on it. Raise your hand for me if you would be interested in that. Okay, so the advantage of having your own water bottle is you don't have to worry when you go somewhere. You can just take this handy water bottle with you, and you can always put the water in it, so it's always ready to go, and it's handy to have, especially if you're out and about shopping or if you're out at an event. You can refill it as many times as you want to, and the water is always there. Normally, this water bottle sells for $25. However, I have a special for you where I will let you have it for $20, and I will even include the cover, which is an awesome benefit, and you can have it to take with you, and I will send it out as soon as I get the order. If you would be interested in doing this, click below in the box and tell me how many you would like, what colors you'd like the cover to be, and I will send them out to you. How many of you would love to have something like this so that you always have water handy when you're out and about? If so, raise your hand. Okay, I don't know what else to say.
Oh, round of applause, virtual round of applause, well done. All right, cool. Couple of little pieces. One, maybe hit the problem a little bit more, because maybe it's not everybody just spills the water and that's the only problem. Like I liked how you incorporated like the glass, but in the beginning you could say, how many have had water that just doesn't taste good, or you drink and it's plasticky, and it just doesn't feel fresh. Anybody had that experience? And so you could really hit on that problem. Our bodies are made up of over 60% water. So do you believe that the type of water that you consume has an effect on your mood, has an effect on your energy, has an effect on how you treat your loved ones, has your effect on your ability to focus? Well, if you're drinking water out of a bottle that is plastic, that you don't even have water, then you're going to be really dehydrated. You're not going to focus. You're going to waste hours and hours and lots of energy because of the simple fact that you have not hydrated with the proper type of water. So instead of worrying about what kind of water, I'm going to share with you a way that it doesn't matter what the type of water you fill it with, you'll always have something that'll hold it and turn it into gold or whatever, right? So then you could really hit on that and make it more real, and then go into the offer, and you could add some bonuses as well, okay? One of the things that I would slow down on is the call to action. So if it's too fast, then it gets confusing. So too many things is also confusing. So tell me what color you want, what type of bottle you want, what type of this you want. We're gonna get really confused. So the simple is better. So then in the offer it'd be, all right, so if you'd like a bottle, click the link below, and it'll I'll give you a way to pick what color you want and to customize it yourself, right? So instead of having people put in all their things, because that's going to be confusing, you got to think, what's the easiest, simplest way for them to communicate and do so that they don't just back out because it's too complicated, okay? And that's really important when you're offering, is keep it simple. Simple, simple, simple. Cool? Well, well done. Other than that, it was fun, good energy. You have a good energy to you when you offer, so that's great. It was a good, fun test there.
Thank you.
Okay, well done. Give everybody a round of applause. Way to go for going through that process. All right, so I'm going to change up my plans just based on the group, okay? So I want you guys to practice still doing your offer. So I need to see that now that we've rolled through it. You could do it just like that. Say, hey, big problem is XYZ. Here's the solution. 3-4 minutes. Post it on the Facebook group. Okay. Now that you've flushed through it with a practice run, it'll help you get good at communication. Why do I love to teach to sell? Because it teaches people to communicate. People's whose marriages are off, they're not good at sales. People who aren't communicating better with their kids, they don't sell. People who aren't making money, they don't sell either. So the key to sales isn't just to make money. To me, the ultimate goal is, can you communicate clearly to where people will change? That's the goal. And if you can make that be the goal, sales becomes transformational. Sales becomes a duty. Sales becomes fun. And it's not about the person buying a product or not. It's about, did I do what it took to help them change? Did I help them see it? Did I help them get it? Did I help them feel it? Did I help them see the problem, experience the solution, talk about what it'd be like if they experienced it, talk about the value, help them commit, help them diffuse any objections why they wouldn't do it, help them commit to doing it and using it. And sales should be so fun. It didn't used to be for me. It used to be the worst thing. I didn't ever want to sell anything. But it's because I had bad definition of sales. When I changed my definition, it changed my whole thought. It's so much that I started to teach sales, because I was like, wow, people need to learn how to sell well, because this is what communication is all about. Cool? Is that helpful? Okay, so I know I said I'd go through each and every one of you and help you guys with something. I think we're actually going to call it a day today, just because I don't want to change gears too much on, hey, we've been doing sales. I want you to keep in that motion of energy. And so go do your assignment, and then next week, here's the game plan. Next week, I want to teach you some marketing pieces, like how to share what it is you do in a really succinct way via a webinar. So you could do a 30-minute to an hour webinar, getting people into the idea of the abundance hacking technique. So it's going to take all the pieces that you've learned about, a lot of pieces, condense it into 30 minutes or so to an hour. I tend to go over. It's like all my webinars tend to be like an hour. I'm trying to get it down to 30 minutes, but you can do it in 30 minutes. So we'll try to get it down into 30 minutes so that you could go do a cool webinar to get people interested and help the believers become like full out believers, right? The whole point of a webinar isn't to convince the non-believers. It's to help the believers who are unhappy find a solution, right? Remember that. That's who you should be marketing. You're not trying to convince all the non-believers of here's the exact science of how and why everything works. You're just trying to convince people who already believe into why this is more effective and how it can help them. Cool? Everybody good?
Yep.
Okay. So will you guys commit to posting your offer and practicing it?
Yes.
We got Annalyn. Who else?
I'll think about it. No.
Vicky's thinking about it, so that's a no.
I'll think about it. I'm with Vicky.
So Pam's a no.
I said I think about it.
Thinking about's a no for me.
Yeah.
No, good for you. Good for you.
I'll post
So,
something. It's not going to be great.
Here's a thing. When someone's going to commit to something, if someone needs to think about, I would ask, cool, here's a way. So Vicky, what would you need to think about for you to finally, this is an enrollment skill. So Vicky, what would you need to think about it for you to come to a decision that you could do it?
I have to figure out what I need to talk about and how to go about doing it.
Cool. And if you could just pick one thing to sell, like let's say it's just to sell, to do some sessions with you.
I have no idea how to go about doing that.
Let's say you just honed in and said, hey, work with me personally and I'll help you over the course of 2 months. Could you form your offer around that? You could, right?
Just if I gave it a lot of thought.
Okay. Well, give it a lot of thought. So how much more thought do you need?
I have to do an alignment on that. I really want to do this. No, yes, I'm not,
Yeah.
I haven't convinced myself yet.
Yeah, and here's why. So, Vicki, if you could get really succinct and value what you do you think it would help you be a better practitioner with yourself and with your family?
No, I always feel like I'm pretty, I am there.
Okay, so you feel like you're like spot on, you can help in anything and you're good?
Yeah,
Okay. So if there's no problem, then there's no solution, right? So that's
Right.
another thing in sales. If you can't find a problem, then you can't sell them anything. They can't commit. So then, Vicki, I'd say, all right, well, cool. Just think about it, and if it resonates, I hope you do it. And if not, no worries. At least keep plugging along, right? So that's called trying to enroll and then backing out, saying, all right, never mind. No one there for you. And that happens in sales. Like your idea of selling isn't to force somebody to do something they don't want. It's to help them do what they want to do, but what they're avoiding, right? That's the point. So it's not to try to make somebody do something that they don't want. It's to help them stand for what they do want and diffuse anything that might be stopping them, right? So Pam, for you, are you looking to go out and share this and make money teaching the AHT?
Maybe.
Maybe. Are you looking to sell or make any money anywhere with any type of modality?
Maybe. Making money is not my first priority. So
okay. What's your first priority?
my first priority is to share this with people who currently have no idea about energy, anything. And their first priority is not to make money either. So I'm going at this from a different slant than you are.
Cool. So your goal is to go help people align. Is that right?
It's part. This is not going to be all I do. It's going to be a piece.
Yeah. So for you, your goal is to go empower people and help them align, help them do other things so they can get better results in their life. Yeah?
Yes, but the AHT will not be the only tool. It will be one of several.
Very cool. So you want to use multiple tools and modalities to go help change people's lives. Yeah?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. And to do that, do you find that it would be wise to learn how to communicate that message effectively so that people get it and use it when you share it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm still going to think about it. You had me sold when you were talking to Vicki, but see, now you're trying to sell it, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be like, maybe.
Yeah, and it's up to you. Like, it's up to you. My question would be, how long have you been trying to help people, and has it been a struggle for you?
No, actually, I just started because I just retired, and I'm just starting with this, so
Okay. And do you want help on it? Do you want to help it make it easier so that when you communicate it effectively, people act and change immediately?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you open to some coaching and some help with that?
You won't take the I'm going to think about it, will you? I'm going to think about it. I'm probably going to do it. Give it up. Because the more you push me, the more I'm not going to do it.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I didn't even mention that. This is totally something different.
I know, but you're not taking I'm going to think about it for an answer, I guess. So I'm getting.
Oh, you could totally think about that. I don't care if you post the thing or not. I just want to help you get what you want. So you could totally not post it. You could totally not sell.
I appreciate that. You're very good at helping.
My goal is to just help you get what you want. So if you don't want to sell something, totally cool. My goal is to figure out, Pam, what do you want? And is there anything that you're having trouble with? And if so, I'd love to share with you some ways to make it easier and more efficient.
So what I'm having trouble with, and I think that's something I just need to figure out, is how to, it's my elevator speech, which is basically what you were just saying to Vicky, is, I can't remember how you said it, but how to package it about what I do, because I need to figure that out, what I'm gonna say about what I do, so that people understand it and I don't confuse them.
Yeah.
That's why I said I have to think about it, because that's what I have to think about.
Getting
And then
clear on the first message.
then I'll be able to present it better.
Very cool. So can I give you an opportunity to really get clear on it so that you can nail it?
Yeah.
Sweet. So here's what I invite you to do. Instead of doing the sales process that we did, what I invite you to do is get on the Facebook and just do a Facebook Live and say, here's what I do, and talk about all the benefits and all the problems that you're helping. So say, here's the problems that I see, boom, 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 boom. And just really dive in. Here's another problem. Here's another problem. Here's another problem that someone has. Here's another problem someone has. Here's another problem. Until you feel like you've exhausted all the problems and be like, that's pretty much all the problems that I see with people. And then talk about the solution. The solution is do. And if you can do that, that'll be the actually very beginning. And that's selling. You're actually just selling just in a different way. But it's going to help you get clear on what it is that you do and the problems that you're solving and the solutions you're providing. Okay? And then later, if you want to put it in the format, you could, and it would become a lot easier. But first, you just got to flush it out. Okay? So the easiest way is just.
I don't have to do it live, do I? Can I just tape it and put it
yeah,
on?
tape it and then post it. But I'd like to see it just to see how it is.
All right. Yeah, no, I will commit to that. How about that?
Very cool. Awesome. Way to go. So yeah, it'll help you get clear though. And that way, when you're communicating to somebody, when you have the awareness of all the problems, you'll be able to pinpoint it, and then you'll communicate it really well to the people so that it makes sense. And then they'll be like, oh my goodness, like this isn't woo-woo, this is what they need.
Well, and that's my problem, is I'm woo-woo talking to people who have no idea what woo-woo is. So I have to make it make sense and not sound like it's woo-woo.
Yeah, and that'll help. That'll help a lot. So just getting to the problems and the solutions, not the tools, but the solutions. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. All right, well done, guys. So thanks for committing. Thanks for doing it. And we'll talk on Monday.
So before Monday, you want this, right?
Yeah, post it so I can look at it. And then on Monday, if you guys have questions on the offer or on coming up with your statements, I want to make sure you guys have all your answers. So Pam, if you're still stuck on who am I helping, who am I serving, let's flush that out. Let's figure it out if you haven't already by Monday, so that you know how to communicate it. Let's practice it back and forth till it works. Vicky, if you're stuck in any areas of anything, let's purge that. Alan, if you're like unsure of your offer, let's purge that. I want Monday to be like a collaboration of just anything that you have, come with that, okay? So my intention is Monday, we're gonna crush out wherever you're stuck by flushing it out and practicing it. But you have to have that intention too, because I can't do it just if I'm the only one intending it. Okay, so come prepared to solve a lot of things on Monday. So whatever you're stuck with, you felt like you haven't gotten, come on Monday ready. We'll flush everything out, make sure everybody's answers are given. And then on Thursday, we're going to get into the presenting of the webinar. Okay, like here's how to do a webinar, here's how to do some more hooks. We're going to practice on more of that. And then after that, the next couple weeks, we'll either flush out more on the event, flush out more on marketing, because I need to talk more about like ads, hooks, stories, offers. Make sure you guys are good on that. And then coming up with statements and any other nuances that pop up. Okay? And yeah, hopefully that should be everything by then. And we should be ready to roll. And then I'll let you know when our 3-day event's going to be, because that's going to be a lot of practice, and we'll get to work on each other there, and it'll be really powerful. And we'll it's just super powerful when we can meet live. So I'll let you know based on all the COVID stuff that goes on. Cool.
Tyler, can I ask you a really quick question, hopefully quick,
Yeah.
about the assignment that I was working on today?
Yeah.
So I just realized that I was almost all the way done and I never did set an anchor. And I'm like, oh no, I didn't set an anchor. Do I have to redo it all again?
Usually not. So I always ask, how long ago was it?
It was like 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably still be 100%. So I just ask, am I still 100% aligned to everything that I've aligned to? And is anything off? If anything's still off, go back, find it, align it, and then you can either anchor it right now, like pretty quick, or anchor it after you resolve the parts that weren't. Yeah, sometimes I never even anchor because it just sinks and it's in.
Oh, just a quick question.
Huh?
Can I change the name when I'm marketing it to people, because the group I'm dealing with, they hate the name.
So you can
All of them. I've talked to a couple people and they're like, what the heck is that? Because it's a different group. It's not about abundance if it's about other stuff.
Yeah, so you can either use complete alignment technique or abundance hacking technique.
Okay, I was going to use complete alignment technique. So
Yeah, you can use one of those. If you're teaching practitioners, usually they like complete alignment technique. If you're teaching people who are more entrepreneurial, they like abundance hacking technique.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, good. Thank you.
And I just like to mention that it's referred to as both. That way there's no confusion.
Yeah, no, I would do that. I just wanted to make sure I could start with the complete alignment technique and then say, by the way, also known as, okay.
Yep.
All right.
And Jody says, I don't feel clear on what I'm offering as well. Perfect. So if you don't know what you're offering, flush it out. Either talk about a bunch of the problems like Pam and then a bunch of the solutions, or just try to offer something. When you try to do it, that's when clarity comes. Okay, it's usually after you present. So that's why I say just do it, because it's better to do it in this group. The more you practice and fumble, the easier things will come. I had to do it to like public people and I didn't know what I was offering. So I offered junk and it was terrible and I got rejected a lot. That's how I learned, just failing a lot. So you got to just flush it out and just be like, here's how to do it. Go do it. I don't know how. Okay, just go practice it. And then it'll work through, and then we can ask specific questions on Monday and we can just nail it out and say, here's your offer. Let's get solid. Have that intention to be like, let's figure it out. Don't let it go past Monday. Figure it out. Have that intention. You are going to know by the end of Monday.
Okay.
And Jody, are you not wanting to offer classes for when they're scared of riding horses? I thought that was really cool. Can't see how to do that online. Yeah, you could play with that. You could play with teaching. If you had to do like the in-person part with the horses, then you could do a little course, but then have it be live too. Right? So there's a lot of ways. Just look for the way, find the solution, and have that intention so that by the time we're done with Monday, wherever you're stuck, let's have the intention. You will be unstuck and clear, and you will know what you need to know.
I did another blueprint as well. So there's 2 of them. I posted another one since then.
Okay. I'll look at it. I should have time. It just depends. I've got lots of things I'm doing this weekend, but if I have time, I'll look at it before Monday. And if I go 2 or 3 days without checking something, tag me again and pester me. Because if sometimes it goes past and I thought I looked at it, yeah, I'm totally cool if you bug me 3 times. I'd rather you just bug me and be like, oh yeah, shoot. And I'll look at it when I have a minute. Okay. Because it's worse thinking, oh man, I'm waiting for this feedback. And then 3 days go by and you're like, I needed that feedback 2 days ago. So if you need it quicker, then pester me and I'll get it done.
Well, I did another blueprint on using AHT and focusing on money issues, money blocks. So that's the second offer.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Yeah. Can we all commit to having that intention? If you're stuck in anything by the end of Monday, we'll be clear and we'll move on that.
Yes, I can commit to that.
Cool. Let's set that intention, because then over this weekend, I think you'll have some cool experiences and some clarity. And then on Monday, we'll flush it out and get you going. Cool?
Oh.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Tyler.